we talked about our food projects and our canning projects. We got corn. We got lots of corn. And this isn't all of it. We cheated. We ate some last night. So we're gonna shuck the corn so that we can prepare to can it and freeze it and have food for later.
Hi, and welcome back to the Three Rivers Challenge called Every Bit Counts Challenge. Together, Brandon and I are going to be breaking down all this corn. My parents have already taken off with about 14 ears by this point, and we're going to go ahead and get to chopping. We do this every single year. We try to buy anywhere between 4 to 5 dozen of corn. This year, the farmer gifted us with even more, simply because he had an abundance this year. As you can tell, our little guy is jumping in, pulling his best at the corn. Don't worry, guys. He gave up very quickly. Um, he does this quite often. He jumps in, does something, runs away, plays, comes back, and helps. We're just glad that he understands how his food gets to his plate and how it is prepared. That is the most important uh, aspect of raising children around healthy food, is that they understand where it comes from. So now you can see Brandon is go ahead and we're cutting off the niblets from the ears of corn. Here comes our son. He's ready to jump in. In his hand, he has a wooden knife that's actually made for Play-Doh, and he wants his bamboo knife that he uses for his food, but that's not going to work either. I ran and grabbed him a very dull butter knife, and that's what he's going to use to cut this off. And it's very important to show kids how, even though it's ineffective, that butter knife can't cut the kernel at all. But it's so important that he gets to learn and participate at his level and at his ability. But as great as it was, he did about 3-4 swipes of that corn, and off he went. So he really wasn't as helpful as we hoped, but it's as helpful as he's going to be, and that's what matters. That he tried and he enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and get this corn into the jar. I'm going to do what is called raw pat. If you guys are interested in that and you have a pressure canner, which you have to pressure can corn if it is not going to be pickled, please see your instruction guide or a canning book such as Ball Canning Book. Our instruction guide for our canner actually has a recipe in there and how to for raw pat corn. So Brandon's going to help pour in some boiling water, and that is what we're going to use. I don't add butter, I don't add salt. I just go ahead and just do the corn by itself with boiling water. Fingertip tight, and away it goes right into the canner. Good morning, everyone. Today is August 1st, the first day of Every Bit Counts Challenge. And I'm very excited about this challenge. Last year I documented it on Instagram, so this year we're going to document it on YouTube. Also Instagram, if you follow me there, you get to see pictures. The first thing we're going to tap into are green beans. So I'm going to sit down with my son, watch Curious George, and we're going to go ahead and snap up the green beans. Then I will can these green beans, and I'll start off with quarts, and then I'll work my way down to a pint if we have anything left over. And this is about, I think, 4 pounds of green beans. So we'll go ahead and get that started. we have some yellow and white nectarines that I picked up from the farmer's market. My husband and I love to snack on these throughout the day. I throw them into granola. If you guys are oatmeal or cream of wheat eaters, having these on your shelf helps so much in the flavoring because there's only but so much cinnamon sugar oatmeal you can eat in the summertime. But we're going to go ahead and slide these onto the dehydrated trays and let them dehydrate all night long. Hopefully by the morning time they'll be ready. These were really juicy because they were overly ripe. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's morning time, Tuesday the 2nd, and we're going to check to see how the peaches are doing. Someone turned it off just a few seconds ago.
I turned it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't make them too thin. I could barely get it off. Here, taste. Is it hot? Oh, I'm sorry.
Good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
They still got a little pliable to it, but when you bend it, they are breaking. So, you want another? Here, take this one. These are the yellow peaches. And this tray, I think, has some of the white peaches. Let's see if they're ready. Yeah. Okay. Let's get these in some jars when they cool down. The green beans from yesterday are done. All the seals have popped. I'm going to go ahead and get them labeled and put away. So join me over here where I am going to go ahead and cook up elderberry gummies. I have 2 cups of elderberry juice already in the pot, and I'm adding in a 1/3 cup of beef gelatin. You want this to be grass-fed beef gelatin from a trusted source or source you have looked up, and get a history of the company. But it is wonderful to add to your diet. Because beef gelatin was already cooked, dried, and then powdered, you do not want to reheat that too much. So what I'm doing is sprinkling it on top of the elderberry syrup. The stove eye is on, but the syrup has not warmed up yet. Go ahead and whisk it in nice and smooth, and then sweeten it any way you want. I am doing honey. As sweet as you would like it. Go ahead and dip a spoon in it to test it. Bring it up to a simmer for a few moments and not a boil. And you'll be good to go. Welcome to Wednesday.
Wednesday. This is day 3, right?
Day 3. And so today we can get a lot more accomplished because the tot is gone. And we're going to start off with some cherries that we received from the grocery store or that we bought from the grocery store. And then we'll jump into a couple other items and hopefully get more done today.
Hopefully we'll get it done. We're definitely making a special alcoholic beverage.
Yes, for the future. So
Yes.
let's sit down and get ready. Get going. All right.
Yes, I can press that.
Now I'm working on corn cob syrup. And what I did after shucking the corn earlier this week was boil the cobs in water. Put them in our large stock pot, cover it with water, and boiled it for maybe half hour. I strained out all the bits and poured into a jar. It's just waiting in the fridge for today. I'm going to add to the pot brown sugar. You can use white sugar if you want, but we like the caramely taste of the brown sugar. I did a 1 cup pack of brown sugar and added to the 2 1/4 worth of corn syrup. We're going to go ahead and boil this low and slow so it can start to get nice and thick. Good morning. It's day 4 of the challenge and we're going to harvest some herbs today and hopefully get them prepared for the winter. I have been making herb butter for about, I don't know, a month now, so I'm going to try to do some more salt and some more herbs. But today we're going to see what's happening because it's really hot, as you can tell. Can you see my face? It's already hot at 9 o'clock in the morning and the oregano is looking kind of sad. So we'll see what we can harvest. This is mint, and we keep cutting it and drying it because we love mint tea. Isn't that the prettiest big leaves of basil? I just harvested that off of one plant, and the rest of it is in here. So I think I'll end up making a little bit of pesto later today. In the meantime, I'm gonna get some lunch started. We make our pesto without cheese due to my son's dairy allergy. If you guys have little remnants of pesto left,
Use your finger.
you can fold it into a little bit of softened butter. It goes great on potatoes. Bread.
Garlic bread.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Hello.
What happened? I make the air conditioner.
You make the air conditioner?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's the air conditioner. How you get air.
On the house? On your house design?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very sophisticated.
You want to come on my house, Mama, now?
I can't.
Oh.
I'm trying to scrape a bowl, a cup. Give me a minute. Alright. I mean, technically you guys would have washed this right out into the sink. But if you use a little rubber spatula, you get all that goodies. And now you just kind of fold it in. If you need more salt, you could add more salt. And this is just, whoa, it's getting messy. Just a little bit of pesto in here. When we harvest in a couple days, I'll add to it and freeze this. And this is the pesto butter. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the freezer. We don't need a lot of it, but it makes one good garlic bread, as Brandon suggested. I want to thank you guys for dropping by our little kitchen this week for the very first week of Every Bits Counts Challenge for 2022. We really enjoy trying to figure out exactly what to do with remnants and bits and pieces that we harvested or that we got from the farmer's market. If you guys want to join along, please follow the hashtag. There's tons of other homesteaders that are jumping right on the bandwagon and saving everything they possibly can this month. We hope to see you guys right here next week. Take care.